can't believe that chick used to be on. What did they say? Don't say that again, or I can't believe. I don't remember. It was a show. It was on Nickelodeon where they slime people. Alanis Morissette. I don't know about the hand. I don't know what that's about. Although I picked it because I've been having this weird experience with the hand, and it does keep coming up. I mean, it could be my lack of partner in my own relationship with my hand. I could use the not having the Alanis Morissette in the background. I don't dislike her. It just reminds me too much of an angry young my ex. Ironic. I would let her go down on me in the theater. Huh? Yeah, you like that? If it separated my mustache a little more, and then I wouldn't look like such a furry palm. Nobody has furry palms. Come on, that doesn't work. I just had this dream where I was like going into like the backyard, and there was a whole hill full of people, like thousands of people, and this big chubby-faced Asian guy. And he was the cult leader, and he had like this wide-brimmed hat and some sunglasses on, looking over his flock of psychopaths. And then when I turn around, there was these guys, and they were pulling up the carpet in the closet, and they were doing some sort of tests, and they got a bingo on their test. And we've got a bingo, and it was like being in the middle of these two places. If I turned right around, I would see this vast hill with this Asian guy. And then I would turn back around, and it was like at the back of the closet, watching him fucking do this, pulling up the carpet in the closet and testing it. They were looking to catch his ass raping somebody, one of these people. Apparently there was a lot of DNA in there. You know? I don't know what it was doing under the carpet. Like, you're just going to have trapped DNA under the carpet? I don't know. You know, it's just a dream. But then it turned around again, and when I turned back around, there was... I was watching these two guys, and they were making a video. One guy was running behind a truck of his buddy, and it was one of those self-driving trucks. But it wasn't self-driving. He was in the back of it, and they had it in reverse. And they were taking video and doing whatever they were doing, and the thing ran through the ditch. And the guy was bumping around. It like threw him out or something. He was managing it pretty well for him not driving. It wasn't like supposed to be driving without him. He wasn't driving, but he was standing in the back of the truck, and his friend was getting video of him doing it, and they were trying to make like a funny video or something. It looked like, I don't know, I couldn't hear them, but I was looking upon it in the distance, and I was like, this is interesting. The other day when we had the jam, we had these two guys show up that I haven't seen in a long time. And, you know, my buddy, I told him, I was like, you know, I don't like anybody discussing my business. I don't want you doing that. Could you not do that? I'm like, I didn't think I needed to say that. You know, I would think that someone would have a little more discretion with someone else's affairs and details. And he didn't say anything, and he registered it. And clearly, it was shown to be the case, because he's talking with the old lady on the phone all loud, and, you know, she's just rattling off what she already knows. You know? So I just looked at him, and I was like, you see what I'm saying? I was like, that's not appropriate. Nobody does that. It's not right. I'm like, you should just pour everything into her head that you yourself have experienced. I was like, you don't see that something's fucked up about that? It's pretty fucked up. I wouldn't do that to you. I know better than to do that to anybody. You know, doesn't it seem a little weird? You could tell that he knew it was wrong. And it was obvious. It was obvious. You know, she was talking about cleaning the toilets. Well, what she doesn't know, because he's talking shit, and just trying to vent. Probably people like to vent, but they don't realize that when they vent and they try to, they're not properly contexting the other person's experience. So they've got this other person, and since they're venting and just having their experience, now this person is somebody that is here because I'm friends with them and I want to help them. And the response to being someone who wants to help someone else that they know, you know, is to completely fucking expose them in ways they don't appreciate. And there's a sleep side to that as a process. Like I don't think of it like that. Well, no, you're not thinking of it at all. The thing you're not even being any bit mindful at all. You know, and it's sad because first I thought it was maybe the religion thing, and it's not. It's not that. It's not that at all. You know, there's an element of something similarity to it because it's like my brother's the same way. My brother, I can't communicate with him but a certain way, and he wants to communicate at me, and he needs me to be the fall guy for his understanding in a lot of ways. Except in this situation, they would make me the fall guy by not having the discretion necessary to keep one's shielding up in just life. There's a very hardcore expectation of the world system sacrificing myself, eating me, killing me with a hunter, going to do the hunt. Because there's two people here in this world. There's two classes of people. And I was saying this the other day. I was like, I'm like, I don't respond. These fucking deep state motherfuckers, these sons of bitches that probably think they're doing their 9 to 5 and all that jazz. And here on this day of 9/11, I mean, come on, how many of these have we gone through? How many of these have we been through? These 9/11s. A lot of them, right? Yeah. Yeah, we have. And what do we learn? What do we learn? We've had 22 of them pass. 22, right? It's 2001, right? What we've learned by just being a party to witnessing each time that it comes. Each time that the day comes, because they've done this ritual, you get a completely new insight every year, every layer of year that it goes on. It's like we can see more and more without really having to look at it. And we know that, well, we can't, there's we who are like, oh yeah, it's definitely, this is particle weapon. It obliterated into dust this fucking building. That's a particle weapon. That's not a fucking plane. What about the plane? What about it? I don't give a fuck about the plane. The plane is not an issue because you particle weapon the fucking building. It turns to dust. It's dust. It's not normal. You can say whatever you want. You can, we're so easily fooled by what we see with our eyes and don't notice the cloud of dust blasting out through the holes. That's I do believe it was particle beam. I think the same particle beam they used in Hawaii. And, they've got it. I don't know how they've got it set up. It'd be fascinating to know. It'd be fascinating to play with, to be honest. But those people that are into that on the deep state side or whatever, even the ones that are just the people that are asleep, they're not like us. Real Americans, we still get a fucking hard on to shut the fuck up a little. Alanis. What is all this? They keep sending me this shit. It never goes anywhere. If I try to answer one of these things, they don't. It's a real fucked up job market because if you don't get up and go and talk to somebody, you get such mailed mass bullshit within phone calls. And that's just residual because I haven't gone in there and done anything else. I haven't, because it's led to so much fucked up phone calls every fucking 5 minutes. And you get down to where you're clicking the I agree, and they've got it in every one of them. I'm not fucking doing it. But yeah, there's two classes of people here. There's two different species. There's the ones that don't have that natural inclination to be loving. They're missing something. I want someone to be comfortable. I want someone. I have love. And my love doesn't just extend to the people in my little area. You know, these other people, they can celebrate that they've done these things, and they think that this is normal. You know, mind control your fucking fellow fucking people and experiment on them. This is nothing to do. This is our job. This is what we do. Because you're fucking reptilians, or you're not the same species. You're not the same species. You're not. You're key missing something, and it's just dangerous at all to be around them. To be honest, it is, because they don't look for your interests. They don't give a fuck about your interests. They don't. They don't care about them. You think they're gonna help you be safe? No. They're likely to fucking serve you up on a platter. It's just where we live, and I just wanted to share that because I feel it. I feel it. And why not as a hand? Just turn Alanis Morissette down with her big old mouth. Your big old mouth, Alanis Morissette. That big goat fucking looking ass mouth. I'll show you the goat game because it's incredible. It's fucking incredible. I try to screen record some of these things. Some of these it won't let you do. Other ones it will. So, have a nice day. You get some real feelings, don't you? I do, man.